Hey guys, it's your girl Cynthia Renee, and welcome back to the Unwind Rewind, where I sit back and recap some of my favorite shows, which I'm sure some of you guys' favorite shows as well. And with that being said, let's get into today's shows, which are Black Ink Crew New York Season 9, Episode 14, and Black Ink Crew Compton Season 2, Episode 4. Now, if you haven't caught up on the latest episodes of Black Ink Crew New York and Compton, click out of this video because I'm about to spill the tea. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let's have a conversation down in the comment section below, and let's get straight into the video. Okay, so let's start this recap off with Black Ink Crew New York, and let's go on to Teddy, who is in the studio with Crystal, because y'all remember Crystal did his little showcase, because y'all know he got his own record label or whatever. And he said ever since Crystal performed, people been blowing him up, wanting to know where she at, and child, Crystal is not ready. And he telling her like he gonna turn her into a superstar, and he got this song that he need her to finish so they could do a 5-song project and a video and all this stuff. Child, Crystal, she ain't ready. She ain't finished the song. She ain't got a title for the song. Child, listen, it's a mess. So later on in the episode, he had hooked her up with a choreographer that worked with Beyonce. Child. No, the hell he did. That man did not work with Miss Beyonce. Okay, no, the child. Anyway, and he hiring stylists and all this stuff for her video, and I'm like, but she ain't even got a song yet. But okay, I'm here for it. She needs lots of work. But yeah, that was that on that. Sorry if I sound bored, but I was. Let's move on though. Now, Spider is finally going to the doctor because y'all know he been having pains and stuff. And he has a nerve condition, like it's starting in his brain and it's going to his face. I can't pronounce the name. I'm not even going to try to. But it's no cure for this. And basically, he'll have to have brain surgery if he wants to be free of this pain. And baby, I'm sorry, Spider. That is terrible for him. Okay, we gonna pray for him. So later on he ended up having an MRI done because they need to see exactly what's going on and see if he would even have to have brain surgery anyway. And let me just say, his wife is so supportive, and I really loved seeing how she was for him. She was so comforting, and she was there for him, and like she should. But it was just good to see that because, baby, giving her credit, and that's just that on that. Now let's get into this situation with Bay. Now this whole situation with Bay and this client, it just blew me. I'm sorry. I am Team Bay on this one. Now this girl, the client, complained to Puma, and Puma is telling Bay like what the girl said, and Puma was just doing too much. Like, okay, we get it. Like, but the girl tried to make it seem like Bae told her, you too black for this tattoo. She did not say those words. Yeah, she was, beating around the bush. But like she said, like, I don't want to give you a tattoo. And then 3 days later, the tattoo disappeared. Now, she could have went about it a different way. Okay, we gonna give y'all that. But don't try to make it seem like Bae just out here being a colorist, because she is not. And Tati wasn't really feeling it. And she like, y'all know, like, it wasn't like that. So Caesar came back, and Puma was telling him about the situation. And the way he was telling Caesar, it was just like, boy, you putting too much sugar and spice on there. Like, ain't nobody got time for all that. So, of course, Caesar pissed. Teddy is there. He's like, nah, that don't sound like Bae. You know what I'm saying? She didn't mean to offend her, but she need to watch what she say. So Teddy goes in, talk to Bae and get her side of the story. And he just told her, like, look, you know how you told us that some of the things that we say may offend you. You just got to be mindful, of the things that you say when you tattooing black people. Like, you should have just said that you didn't know how to do it. Okay, I'm going to give you that. I could rock with that. Puma, you was just doing too much. Like, you don't know Bae. Like, I could see if it was just a random person, but Bae. Like, she's not cut like that. But anyway, C's, I can appreciate what he did. He was pissed, but he took initiative. And what he did was called one of his friends to come in town, Pooch, to teach them how to do color on dark skin, which they should have knew. Like, he thought that they knew and he didn't know that they didn't know. But how you didn't know that they didn't know? And if you gotta call somebody to teach them how to do it, that means that you don't know how to do it. Because if you did, you could have just taught them yourself. But anyway, the guy Pooch came and he taught them, how to do it. And he was great. And they all learned, a lot. And I was like, I'm here for that moment, make it better, child. Make it better. So Puma admit that he probably did too much, but he pro-black, which we all are. But it's like, come on now. Like, you was doing too much. And while Pooch was there, Bae pulled Caesar to the side and like told him like she want to be there, she know what she did was wrong, she been fucked up about it, and he was telling her like he don't want her to be nowhere where she not comfortable. And he did end up talking to the client too, and he apologized to her, and so that's good. And Bae still at the shop. He thought about firing her, but he didn't fire her. Everything good in the hood, child. That was the episode. I mean, that was a real quick-ass recap, but that was it in a nutshell. The whole episode was basically dealing with this client who said that Bae was a colorist. So, let's move on to Black Ink Crew Compton. Okay, I really enjoyed this episode of Black Ink Crew Compton. It was just good vibes all the way around. So let's just get straight into it, okay? Now, we're going to start off with Lemire. Let's check in with him. He is having physical therapy because he is having aches and pains, child, because he is working too much. And come to find out, Lemire and his mama is opening up another food truck. So y'all know how he got the Happy Ice food truck, ice cream truck, whatever. He opening up a college boy Philly cheesesteak food truck in honor of his brother Kevin. Now his brother Kevin passed away in a motorcycle accident, and so his brother nickname was College Boy. So they're opening up that, and he got emotional talking about his brother, and he's still doing his thing. And later on in the episode, he invited Barbie over to the house, to thank her for the gender reveal and to let her taste the little cheesecakes. My fat ass. I want a cheesecake. The Philly cheesesteaks. That. So while they was there, she was asking Barbie, of course, was asking about Nessie and like how that's gonna work, like about the shop and whatever. And he was like, they had to talk, and she was crying because he didn't check on her and everything that happened. And Danielle, she didn't check on us either. Like, I don't know, Danielle, she just, child. So anyway, he was talking about opening up his shop and blah, 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 blah. And Danielle is like, she worried because he got too much on his plate and he just doing too much, but she gonna support him anyway. But baby, that's enough on Lemire. Let's move on. Now, Alana is just young, dumb, in love. Her boyfriend is locked up and ain't nothing she can do about it. But she refusing to go to work and stuff, like, because she lovesick. Girl, take your ass to work, okay? And so she back and she out with the girls. And Star end up telling her, like, she talked to Alana's mom. And Alana mad because she like, they in her business. But like, girl, you need to get a fucking grip. Like, he in jail. He can't do nothing. Like, take your ass to work. Like, what you mean? And so she popped up at her mama job to confront her. And it's like, girl, first of all, that's your mama. Watch your mouth. Watch your tone. Like, what? And she was just being real rude and disrespectful. Like, she told her mama, like, that her boyfriend was in jail. And her mama, like, what you mean? And her mama, like, this what I'm talking about. Like, her mom worried. And she said her mama was annoying her because she was doing too much. And I was like, oh, okay, little bitch. Well, don't call your mama when you need something. Call your man who in jail. The fuck? Like, girl, get your life together. Like, all the way together. But anyway, that's enough on her. Now, baby, Tim and KP having a conversation about Star and the disrespect that she showed Tim, in the last episode with breaking dishes and shit at the restaurant. And then production comes in and stops and talks to them and basically tells them like the mayor put out a ordinance so they can't open their shop and tattoo legally. Now KP and Tim pissed off because production went to the mayor's office and basically was asking them like, can they film the show and the shop and blah blah blah. And it's like, what was the reason for that? Y'all was already doing it. So KP them like, y'all just fucked everything up. Like, y'all don't own this shop, y'all don't run this shop. Like, it was no reason for y'all to even go to the city and say anything. What are y'all doing? So they like, okay, well, can you just call your dad? And KP like, we really from the streets. Like, this is our real fucking life. I'm not calling my dad and having my dad on, on mics and on camera and this, that, and the third. Like, this is real shit. And Tim let them know flat out, like, y'all did that shit on purpose to try to get us to blow up so y'all can get good TV. And I was like, okay, Tim, so you real. You can say what you want, but he real. He ain't having it. He like, y'all know what the fuck y'all was doing. Y'all know what y'all was doing. And that's just that, because why would y'all do that? Like, what the fuck? He had already had everything in order. So what was the point of y'all doing that? Child, reality TV shady as hell. So anyway, he went talked to his dad off camera, and his dad is like, he done set up some meetings because ain't nobody finna tell him no. He been in Compton 50 years and they gonna let his son have his motherfucking tattoo shop, and that's just that on that. And I was like, yes, Poppy, I'm here for that. Okay. Now Corey, who is a tattoo artist at I am. He's the older artist, the one who gonna be watching over them and stuff. He worked at this other shop called, let me get it right. Let me get it right. Vatican. I think that's what it's called. Okay, y'all know. And he wants the crew to do like a team bonding experience. He want to take them to the Vatican to show them like how a tattoo family is operating, and all of that. And KP agrees because he said he wanted to be like family. Baby, when I say it was so much growth this episode for Tim and KP, baby, I was so here for it. So he texted everybody, KP did, and told them, we going, we going on the trip in our little old rocket ship, like, get ready, right? And so they all met up and whatever, right? Now, before that, they was talking to the girl, Armani, who got her little food truck outside of the tattoo shop, and she be feeding them and stuff. And she was just like gossiping to them, like telling them everything that was going on with Alana and her boyfriend being in jail. And then she started telling Tim like what Star had said, because Star had met up with them to do a little spa day early on in the episode and was telling them like, Tim don't know how to talk to women and he not gonna talk to her like that and blah blah blah. And so she went back and was telling Tim, and Tim was like, I mean, I don't know how to talk to women, I apologize, yeah, that's my fault. And I was like, okay, Tim, don't make no excuses, admit your wrongdoings. Now I'm gonna need you to fix it. You know it's wrong, so I'm gonna need you to fix it. So anyway, child, they went to the Vatican. The crew went to the Vatican, and it was just good vibes, baby. And then they got an Airbnb, and they went to the Airbnb, and they did a little competition, a little tattoo competition. Corey split them up into 2 teams, and they all had to do a tattoo. And, they got a little tattoo gun at the end. Whoever won, KP team won, of course, because he's the best out of all of their ass. And the crew from the Vatican came to judge it. And then they set up a little surprise birthday party for Alana because it's her birthday, and she invited Star. And they didn't even invite Star. KP and Tim didn't even invite her to the Vatican because he was like, he don't want no outbursts, no none of that, which I was like, I'm here for that. Like, he ain't trying to have all that. He trying to change. So he didn't invite her. But Alana texted her and told her what it was, and she popped up. But it was all good in the hood because she came with apology. She apologized to Tim and KP for how she acted, and Tim forgave her, and they hugged it out. And the whole little episode was good. But KP is still worried about this ordinance. He don't have a good feeling. He think they trying to close down his shop because, come to find out, child, it's a lot of tea that we missed. So season 1, we didn't even meet his daddy season 1, but his daddy is the reason why the tattoo shop was open in the first place. Because season 1, the city was trying to vote KP and Tim and the whole little shop out because they didn't want it. It's like, we don't need a tattoo shop in Compton. Like, that's gonna cause violence, blah blah blah. And his daddy is the reason why they was able to open. And so now it's a new mayor, and that's the problem. The new mayor ain't here for it. And KP daddy like, oh, he gonna have to get on board. So KP been going through a lot, y'all. He been going through a lot. So I'ma pray for you, King. I'ma pray for you. But anyway, baby, I'm done. That was it. That was that on that, y'all. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's have a conversation down in the comment section below. I will be back next week to do another recap to Black Ink Crew New York and Black Ink Crew Compton. And y'all come back and watch my other videos that I'll be posting throughout the week for my other shows. I appreciate y'all love and support because y'all running them views up. And the sister is like, what? So anyway, it's your girl, City Renee, and I am out of here. Peace.